I have no explanation to you about today's decks, but these are the roguest rogue of roguey. Yeah, those are good terms there for the OCG. So first up, we have Triamid Adamantipator. I actually kid you not here. They did it. They found a way to make Triamid a viable deck, by the way. I don't know what else to say about this, but let's dig on into this, shall we? So we have one copy of Adamantipator Analyzer, triple copies of the Researcher, and triple copies of the Seeker. I am not entirely sure why we are not playing triple copies of Analyzer, but okay. 2 copies of Astral Blossom and Joyous Spring, 1 copy of Block Dragon, 2 copies of Doki Doki. We have triple copies of Fossil Dyna Pachycephalo, 2 copies of Maxi, and then we get into the Triamid stuff. So, triple copies of Triamid Dancer. Once per turn, you can target 1 Triamid card in your graveyard, shuffle into the deck, and if you do all rock type monsters you control, gain 500 attack and defense. Well, that's pretty cool. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 Triamid field spell card in your field zone, send it to the graveyard, and if you do, activate 1 Triamid field spell card from a different name from your deck. This is a quick effect. Okay, so field spell rotation. We have triple copies of the Triamid Hunter. So if a field spell card is face up on the field, you can normal summon rock or 1 rock type monster in addition to your normal summoner set. That's pretty good. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 Triamid field spell card in your field zone, send it to the graveyard to activate 1 Triamid field spell card from your deck. I don't even know what the Triamid field spells do. We'll know in a second. Then we have 2 copies of Triamid Master. So once per turn, you can send 1 face-up Triamid field spell card to control the graveyard, then target 1 set card on the field, destroy it. Once per turn during your opponent's turn, you can target 1 Triamid field spell card in your field zone, send to the graveyard, and activate 1 Triamid field spell card from your deck. So we're literally just going to blow through like 6 field spells. These are all field spells, right? Okay. Then we have triple copies of Adamantipator Signs. That way we can capitalize off of what our deck wants to do. 1 Monster Reborn and 1 Terraforming. Alright, let's get into the nitty-gritty here. Each time a rock-type monster is normal summoned, gain 500 life points. If a Triamid monster is summoned, you can draw 1 card and then discard a card. If this face-up card in the field zone is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Triamid monster from your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of Triamid Cruiser once per turn. So this actually is a Rota for us. Alright, that's really good, actually. Then we have triple copies of Triamid Fortress. All rock monsters on the field gain 500 defense. Triamid monster you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. If this face-up card on the field is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Triamid monster to the graveyard and add it back to your hand. So this will give us a recursion plus defense. Alright. Then we have the triple copies of Triamid King Golem. So all rock monsters on the field gain 500 attack. If a Triamid monster you control battles, your opponent's cards and effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. If this face card in the field zone is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Triamid monster from your hand, so this will grant us an extender. This almost looks like this one should destroy something, but interesting combination of things for this deck. Then, of course, we have the 1 Metaverse here. Alright? Then we have 1 Saruja, 1 Ningarisu, 1 Mrs. Radiant, 2 Nightmare Cerberus, 1 Soldier of Chaos, 2 copies of Asa, 2 copies of Baguski, 1 copy of Scrap Dragon, 2 Natty Beast, that makes sense, 1 Natria Barkion, and 1 Goyo Guardian. Side deck here we have 2 copies of Pankratops, 1 Maxi, 2 copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Droplet, 1 copy Feather Duster, 2 Lightning Storm, 2 copies of Mind Control, 1 3 Tactical Talents, and 1 copy of Unending Nightmare. Wrapping up your Adamantipator Triamid deck. That's a whole lot of whopping there. Alright. Next up, man, I was so excited to see this earlier in the week. I might actually do a separate analysis video on this, but we're going to initially cover this. So this is what you're looking at for Charmer Stun right now. Now, effectively, I'm going to be honest with you, more floodgates, and more floodgates are what's going to make this deck going to, actually work. These 2 are going to be your viable strategies that you're going to need to do something. Same thing with the Emptiness, but unfortunately, I don't know if the TCG is going to get to really enjoy this deck as much because we do lack these floodgates here. So we'll have to wait and see. But we have 1 copy of Asa, 2 copies of Iria, 2 copies of the Hida, and 1 copy of the Win. Alright, that's your monster lineup. 6 of those things. Then we have 2 copies of the Awakening of the Possessed. So you're going to get a 300 boost for your Charmers and your Familiar Possessed. They can't be destroyed by card effects. And if a spellcaster monster is with 1850 is normal or special summon to your field, draw a card. Alright? We have 1 copy of Feather Duster. Then we have our big Rhoda card. So you can discard 1 card, take 2 Charmer, Familiar Possessed, and or Possessed Spell and Trap cards with different names from your deck, add 1 to your hand, and set the other. So we can go set whichever of these we're going to want for our play. Alright, we also get triple copies of Pot of Extravagance, 2 copies of Scapegoat, 2 copies of Super Poly, 1/3 Tactical Talents, and then we have 2 Compulse, triple copies of Crackdown, triple copies of Macrocosmo, triple copies of Skill Drain, triple copies of Solemn Judgment, 2 copies of Solemn Steerike, and then we have 1 copy of Teamwork of the Possessed. So this will let you special summon 1 spellcaster monster with 1500 defense from your deck. Alright. In attack position or face down. If you control monsters with 2 or more attributes, you can destroy 1 face-up card in the field. And banish this card from your graveyard. Target 1 possessed continuous spell or trap card in your graveyard. Place it face up on your field. You can only use 1 Teamwork of the Possessed once per turn. Alright, so that's pretty straightforward. And then you guys know how good Unpossessed is. And then we have the 1 copy of Mr. Vanity's Emptiness. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Verdant, 1 Selene, 1 Link Karibo, 1 Link Spider, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 copy of Hida, 1 Gentle, 1 Asa, 1 Access Code Talker with 2 copies of Starving Venom, 1 copy of Predaplant, 1 Dragostapelia, and 1 copy of the Earth Golem Adagnister. Side deck here, we have 1 Stardust Dragon, triple copies of the Book of Moon, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 1 Mystic Mine, 1 copy of Necro Valley, 1 copy of Raigeki, 1 copy of Secret Village of the Spellcasters. Then we have 1 Terraforming, 1 Imperial Order, 1 copy of Metaverse, and 1 copy of Starlight Road, wrapping up your Charmer list here. Not too bad. I really want to play this. Is that bad? Alright, next up we got Appliancers. The deck that just lets you plug it on in and machine dupe things here. This is actually with Orcust in it as well. So, we have triple copies of Appliancer Kopi Buckle, triple copies of the Socket Roll, then we have triple copies of Ash Blossom. I also see we're taking advantage of the Codebreaker 0-Day Engine as well, so that we can get more extenders out of our deck and continue to climb on up ladders. Triple copies of Grisou, 2 copies of Maxi, then we have 1 Symbol, 1 Harp Horror, 1 Orcus Nightmare, and 1 copy of the World Wand. Alright, we also have triple copies of Appliancer Electrical World, 2 copies of Appliancer Reuse, triple copies of Called by the Grave, 2 copies of Chicken Game, triple copies of Machine Duplication, 2 copies of 1 for 1, 1 copy of Set Rotation, 1 Terraforming, triple copies of Where Art Thou, and 1 copy of Orcust Crescendo, wrapping up the main deck here. Extra deck, we have 1 Union Carrier, 1 copy of Long Grisou, 1 copy of the Link Karibo, 1 Griffin, 1 Galtea, 1 copy of the Virus Swordsman, with the 1 copy of the Virus Codebreaker Berserker, 1 copy of Appliancer Vacuumant, I love that card, 2 copies of my Washer, 1 Celtopolos, okay, 1 Apollosa, 1 copy of Access Code, and 2 copies of Dingrisu. Side deck here, we have 1 Pankratops, triple copies of Gamma, 1 Driver, 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 2 copies of Droplet, 1 Feather Duster, with 2 copies of Lightning Storm, 1 Mystic Mine, and 2 copies of, 2 copies of Red Reboot, wrapping up your copy of OCG Thursday for everybody. What do you think about these decks? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and we'll duelist. Till next time, peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.